All right, I want to thank everyone for joining us for our first ever Legacy Lifestyle Accelerator Group call, which are now on Mondays at noon Central, 1 Eastern. So what my objective today is to kind of give you some updates on where we're going with the Legacy Lifestyle, some tweaks we've made over the weekend to really accelerate this, and now the foundation of the 10 by 10 strategy, which is going to be only in level one. So level one with Lumex and Polar Tensor, which are compounding digital assets. The 10 by 10 strategy is going to be built in there, have people focus on there to keep it understood. And then once you hit that milestone of the 20,000 volume goal in Lumex, that's where it unlocks levels 2, 3, and 4. Now, that doesn't mean somebody with advanced knowledge can move faster through those if they want, but the whole strategy is meant to be able to use the 10 by 10 strategy in level one to get to that $20,000 level, because around there is the average person right now is making an extra $1,500 a month. At that point, you're going to transition into, which is now going to be a 3 by 3 because it accelerates faster, because you're going to, like, when you get to level 2, 3, and 4, now you're growing your legacy into the people you want to live with, family and friends that you want to do business with. So at that point, it's going to go faster because now you have the money to be able to pay it forward to those that you love. And then the whole hope is in some time they'll want to join as well. But even if they don't want to, you're going to be able to pay it forward to them for them to join that journey with you. So that's what we're going to transition to. Now, again, some of us that already have 10 or 5 or 6, it's okay. We're just, everything moving forward, we're going to turn it into a 3 by 3, but the focus is going to be focus on level one to hit those goals, because it's compounding fast, especially with these new strategies. And then from there, we have the funding to be able to accelerate even faster, because when you get into our level 2, level 3, and level 4 assets and other opportunities, it's more about depth in those ones. So we're building the foundation with the 10 by 10 and level one, which is going to generate the capital to be able to expand your digital assets. And it's going to go, then we're going to be going fast once you get to that $20,000 goal. Let me just check here, just make sure neither of those are in. Those are in. So I'm going to have to, I don't know who iPad is. So just some changes that you're going to see here over the next couple days. So starting point is actually, and I apologize if my internet's slow today because kids home with internet, it's just been crazy. So Legacy Lifestyle, what you're going to notice here over the next couple days, everything's staying the same. It's just going to be this part here. Level one is going to be surrounded with the 10 by 10 blocks progression strategy. So this is where the foundation is built. It's going to be around this block level one. And so our only focus is, hey, get people in the Lumex and Polar Tensor to help that autopay to that growth, that compounding. So it grows and grows and grows. And then we teach the strategy to show them, hey, once you hit that Legacy Lifestyle goal, that first milestone, that 20,000, now you have the extra money that will expand you into level 2, level 3, and level 4. Now, again, if you're already in level 2 and level 3 and level 4, that's actually a huge benefit, because the tsunami will be coming soon. Just understand the strategy. Like, if you have more than what we're talking about, that's okay too. It's just going to go faster when we get in there. So you're just going to be more wide. But we're going to be making some changes here. There's a couple other things that we're going to be adding in the DeFi banking here over the next week. And then we're going to be actually, hopefully in the next 7 days, people will start getting a sneak peek at the Legacy level 4, which will be the Legacy. So all these this will be called the Accelerator. So once we get through, it's going to be the 10 by 10 block strategy in level 1, and then level 2 will be the DeFi banking Accelerator. Level 3 will be digital asset ownership Accelerator, and then level 4 will be the Legacy Accelerator. So we'll be getting a sneak peek in the next week on the longevity and health side, because we're going to put some of those in there to give people kind of a head start on the community. So that's kind of the little bit on the starting point. Block reservation, you're going to see some edits there. That's going to get easier. We're adding some new videos this week, so it's easier to help people get set up. We also will have a calendar. Hopefully this week, we're training support reps to help with setup as well. And then we get into the new tab. This is the baby right here. the financial freedom strategies. This is where, I can help you customize message. I'm going to share a couple here. I've already used this morning to success. So for example, when you relate with somebody, this is for people, family, friends, and people, you want to help, maybe a coworker, but the whole explains exactly each one of these strategies can help somebody get closer to financial freedom. So let's just lead with the first one, membership freedom strategy. How many people do you know that are on a monthly auto ship? How many people do you know that maybe have a fitness membership? For example, I'm working with a gym owner that just registered last week. He's got 80 members that spend $400 a month to train with him. So again, we're customizing a message that he can share with those fitness people. Again, if they got $400 a month, they more than likely got 100 at least get started. So the whole concept is, hey, what if I could show every one of these fitness people how to cover their membership in the next 12 months or less? Well, how are we going to do that? We're going to teach them our compounding strategy that if they all go and view our compounding illustration and they put in $100 and they follow what we tell them to do, again, they have to follow this. But if every time that they generate that accumulated profit of 100, they go buy another $100 contract in 360 days or less with this average compounding, they're going to have $2,000. Well, what does that mean? Well, at the end of 360 days or less, once they get to that 2,000 digital asset, that's 1% a day, they're going to have about $600 a month. So in that example I just shared with you, where people are paying $400 a month for fitness membership, I just showed that gym owner how to not only improve retention, but how to give every one of his members extra money. And as that compounding grows over time, they're going to have more money now they can buy supplements. So I'm going to increase his sales as well. So step one is we show them whatever their strategy is. Maybe it's helping for kids' education. Maybe it's some of the other ones we're going to talk about, debt elimination, credit repair, whatever it is. By just putting in $100, if that's all you focus on, is get that person for 100 to help them exceed their goal and their strategy. Number one, the individual performance, but number two, option two, the community leverage with the 10 by 10. That's where that's going to start. As the community grows around them, they're going to start getting extra revenue on those first two tiers, which then in turn is going to speed up their personal earnings, and combined, they're going to be able to buy more $100 contracts, which are going to compound and get to them that $2,000 in assets faster. So the whole goal is hey, maybe somebody has memberships, maybe they have a golf membership and they have a gym membership, and maybe it's $2,000. Well, then somebody like that, they might want to put in $500 to start, because now they're going to have $10,000 if they do the same concept. So it's just understanding how much is that person, what is their financial goal, and then we mirror that. Because what's going to happen is exactly what happened this morning. I had somebody come in, they put in 100, we got them all set up, and they looked at it and said, wow, I watched the videos and this looks great. If this works how I think it can, I think by the end of the month, I'm going to put in 1,000, but I want to go get my two sons signed up. That's what's going to happen if you just focus on leveraging their strategy. So that person I know was on a monthly auto ship. I leveraged that for him to say, hey, you get in here for 100. I believe in the next 12 months or less, we're going to help you cover that monthly auto ship forever. But the beauty is that if you are more than one person, if you have a spouse or if you have kids and maybe you have a family, this platform is not only in time potentially going to help you cover your auto ship, but now you might be able to, get wellness products for the whole family. So that's every strategy has the exact same template. It's just the verbiage is different. So this one is, gym and memberships. I would say, lifestyle subscription products. Maybe, somebody that's, family orders Melaleuca every single month, or some type of supplement that makes them live longer. Whatever that might be, you can help that person if you focus on that and say, hey, what if I could show you that in the next 12 months, this legacy lifestyle community I've become a part of, that I could show you how to cover your Melaleuca membership. Well, chances are that person probably knows other people that are on Melaleuca, and so on. So you go through there, and then once they get to the bottom, they say, wow, this looks great. Yeah, I'd like to get started. So now they go through here, they fill in their name. This is universal. Everybody's got the same, and they're going to put your referral's name in here, hopefully. Again, if somebody ever forgets that, put that in, I'm going to ask them, how did you hear about us? And then they go in here and then they check the strategy that they want to do. So that's the membership one. To me, that's one of the easiest ones that we would start with that, because lots of people have memberships. Let me just grab here quick, make sure that's something. And then you got gas, groceries, and essential freedom strategy. So this would be for somebody that wants to eliminate those groceries. Hey, this day and age, gas and groceries are expensive, but the internet, their cell phone bill, this is the part of the community that people would want to join if they want to use that strategy. So the key is with every single person, hey, when they fill that out, if you're working with them, you want to find out, well, hey, what is that dollar goal? What is that goal? You want to have them put that in there, but then help work with them. Okay, hey, you know what? Gosh, gas and groceries might be $2,000 a month. Well, whatever that number is, put it down and say, okay, that's the goal we're going to hit. Because once you hit the first goal, now they're like, well, wow, that was cool. Now I want to travel more. So let's look at this travel freedom one. That's the whole goal, is that within LoomX, I'm going to teach you is, again, you can have multiple wallets. So you could have multiple strategies in time. So maybe, hey, I'm using this wallet, this gas and grocery one. I'm going to label that one. But once that's paid off and I got that one met, I'm going to go start another one for $100. And that's going to be my car payment one, because that's the one I'm going to use for my car. And then over here, I got a dog. I want to pay for that one. So again, in time, you focus on one strategy first, but then it could expand into many more. Me, hey, I got kids that play sports. This is one of my favorites. What if you could show families that got kids that play sports? That's expensive. You got the fees. Hey, we just got a thing that this month we got baseball coming up. It's $225, and then we got lacrosse. It's $175. Plus, you got all the game fees, the travel fees, tournaments, all that stuff. What if you could show somebody how to not only cover those costs, but alleviate that pain of like, oh my gosh, we're going out of town. Now we create experiences. That's the whole goal. Now it turns into, wow, what tournaments are we going to that we go, wow, well, maybe we're going to Duluth, Minnesota, where now we can stay in a hotel and not have to worry about the cost. Now we're creating experiences. So maybe they go to college and now you never have to miss a college game because you can go to every home and away game because you have the flexibility. That's the vision of what we're trying to build with the legacy lifestyle. So now let's just go down to the next one. Then you got car payment strategy, speaks for itself. Who do you know that's got a car payment or needs a new car? Then you got healthcare costs, flexibility strategy. Obviously, one of the largest years probably ever that people's healthcare costs increased this year, companies included. So what a great strategy to bring to somebody that's maybe dealing with that. You got debt elimination, and I mean, we got plenty of people out there. But what if you could show them a strategy that, hey, just put in $100, let this grow in time to potentially eliminate your debt, but then also repair your credit. Because then that can expand into maybe starting their own business. Then you got travel freedom. Who won't want to create? That's part of our longevity in level 4 is how do we build a strategy so you can travel more with those that you love? Lots of people got pets, and a lot of people will spend more money on their pets than themselves. So that's a great one. Hey, what if you could put $100 and in time, this could cover all your vet visits, all the pet food, doggy hotels on the weekends when you're out of town, sports performance. I mean, what a great one. You got club fees, you got training, you got travel, you got equipment. Sports is expensive. Part of our legacy lifestyle is going to be, the longevity products, which improve performance. So not only are you going to be able to help people cover those costs, but you're going to help them afford the potential technologies that can help them perform better, recover faster. So exciting with what's coming with that too. Again, you get one family, all of a sudden they're telling all the other sports families, and now you got a whole sports team potentially in the legacy lifestyle. Education funding. So college and private school, this is one of mine this year. Not only am I saving for college, but my hope by the end of this year or hopefully by next fall that this can generate enough cash flow that I can potentially give my kids the option of wanting to go to private school. So again, just to have that flexibility to do that. Home ownership and mortgage acceleration strategy. Also interested in that one. So lots of different things. And then you get into growth and ownership. Hey, maybe you're somebody on this call or you're listening to this and you want to start a business. Kimberly's not on there. So yeah, I'm just checking because I'm getting people coming in and they're not registered. So if you're not registered, you're not going to get invited into this call because I don't want to have to explain if they don't know what's going on. Then you got the growth and ownership. So you got business launch. Maybe you have a vision of a business. Well, hey, you could, in time, you could start it right away, or you could start another wallet and says, okay, this is going to be my business. This is my future business. I want to have a food truck, or, hey, you know what? I want to own this. Whatever that idea is, make it real. Start with $100 once you have the revenue. Retirement acceleration strategy. I'm sure there's plenty of people that would want to retire earlier. Well, start an account for that. So not only are we going to teach you how to focus on your one strategy, but once you meet that strategy, remember, when you hit that 20,000 V1 tier level, the average person right now has got an extra 1,500. So now you can start helping people, paying it forward. You can start other ideas. And all of a sudden, you're just monitoring your strategies. And then you got the giving impact. This is probably one of my favorites, to be honest with you, probably the most favorite. is that is the whole vision with the legacy lifestyles to get to a point where you have financial freedom and now you can help other people do the same thing. So how can we give back more? Because I'll tell you what, when I hit that V3 level, which is 150,000 in volume, I think the average person right now, they say, is making 18K, an extra 18K a month. I'm going to be paying to a lot of people. I already have a list. Like, hey, how can I pay it forward to 20 people a week? And when I run out of those people, I'm going to go to a church. I'm going to go to a sports team. I'm going to start paying it forward to people because, again, I've just been blessed. God's put in my mind this idea. How can we take this to other people around the world that are in major need? So the giving strategy, and think about this. I'm going to share this a lot as we grow in this accelerator group. There's over 1 billion people in the world. There's over 1 billion people in the world that are unbankable. That means they can't get a banking account. So we have a solution for that with this package, because each one of these opportunities either has a crypto Visa, MasterCard, or there's one coming soon. So we have the ability to teach them how to get an app on their phone, leverage their phone, make it work like a bank, and in time, they'll have the financial freedom to do the things that they want and to do it with the people that they love and want to do it with. So that's the beauty of what we have here. And then the other thing is if you know people in Africa, 80% of Africans do not have a bank account. 80%. Like, that's a lot of people. So, like, if you just have somebody in your network that is from Africa, go focus on that. Hey, what if I could show you how to cover your cell phone bill every single month? I mean, over there, it could be something small. Hey, what if I could show you how to, travel more, to go visit those you love, or to afford food, whatever it would be. Just find out what their strategy would be and focus on that, and that could go like wildfire. Because again, they're looking for something like this. Legacy longevity strategy for this. So this is people that want to live longer. Hey, here's a strategy to so you have premium, the best products out there. You guys are going to be very excited in the next couple of weeks because I've been in this space for over 15 years, and we have some amazing products that you should be putting in your body and on your body every single day. It's not only going to help you live longer, but it's going to help restore some of the damage that's been done to maybe your mom, your dad, grandma, or grandpa, or your kids. Like, there's technologies and there's products out there because God made us this amazing body that it can restore itself if you give it the right things. And we're going to be sharing some of those solutions over the next month and beyond, but we have the financial freedom strategy to help you afford it, not just for you, but for everybody you love. That's the beauty of what we're building here. And then the last one, generational. So when you start getting to these strategies and you start hitting those V2, V3, V4, I mean, it gets pretty cool. And so as we expand in the other digital assets, that's really what you're trying to build towards. How do I build my legacy? What do you want to be known as when, unfortunately, the day, one thing is we're not all going to live forever. So the day when we leave this world and we go to hopefully a much, much better place, what is your legacy going to be? Well, that's where we're building ourselves to. So very, very easy, I think, descriptive session. I'm going to share too, for those that are on the call today, you will be getting the email list because I put together some emails today on what to share, just some examples. And you can customize this and make your own. But I shared this with one of our guys, Rudy, today too. And it was just like, hey, quick share. I'm part of a community called the Legacy Lifestyle that helps people work toward financial freedom by covering everyday expenses first. Memberships, gas, travel, even giving. It's a strategy based, not hype. And most people start with 100 just to learn the system. Check this out and tell me which strategy speaks to you. So you just got to relate that message to the person. If I know that person that I'm talking to has a gym membership or thing, I would probably start with, just go straight to the membership tab. If I know that person complained to me last week about their car payment, I'm going to start with that. Whatever it is, or, hey, I know that person's trying to get out of debt. They told me their credit wasn't great. Great. Hey, here's a strategy that can help you get out of that. So you want to relate with the person you're talking to, but here's a variety of different messages that you just get. And I'm telling you, if you take these type of messages and you send this to 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, send it to everybody in your network. Be fearless. At the end of the day, you might change their life. That's the way I try to look at it. But I have a huge list here. I sent out a bunch this morning. I am saying, you know what? I'm not waiting for people. I want to grow. And this is why I built this group. I want to go out, and my good friend Phil, who will be listening to this call, he's not on the call today, but he's part of the Accelerator group. He said, hey, you know what? I want to buy my dad's farm. You know what? I'm going to get there. Well, guess what? let's put our head down and let's do that. Let's make it a goal. Hey, by the end of March, we're partway through. By the end of March, I want to hit that $20,000 goal or less. I want to get to that V1. By the end of April, I want to get to that 50,000. It is possible. This isn't difficult because there's a lot of people out there that would put in $100, especially, if you use one of the strategies. And then again, let's say, hey, let's make it a goal that, okay, hey, if we hit that in 2 months, is it possible to get in 3 months? Yeah, people have been doing it. So let's put these messages down. The advantage we have is we have a community back with us. And I will tell you, you got to also understand is the harder you work, the people above you, like myself, I'm going to hit very soon. I'm going to hit that, my goal, I'm going to hit the 20,000 this month. Next week, I'm going to do that 50. I believe that if I want that, I'm going to get that 150. When I hit that V3 goal, that helps you. So just think the people above you, you're not competing. The more harder you work, the more you're helping that person above you hit the next level. And then that just gets them. It's like, when I get to V3, I'm not retired. I'm like, oh my God, to potentially have $18,000 more a month in extra rewards, I'm going to start paying it forward to 20 people a week. I'm telling you, I am. Well, what's that going to do? It's going to help you. That's the beauty. The people that are in an accelerator group working hard, if you show me you're working hard, and even if you're not having success, you will be taken care of. That is a promise I will give you. You will be taken care of. So again, if all of a sudden you're working hard, things aren't maybe working out as well as some of the other people, as long as you're showing an effort, you're showing up for the calls, you're sending the messages, you're making an effort, you will be taken care of. At the end of the day, you're going to be taken care of anyway through the 10 by 10. I'm just saying is you're going to be taken care of faster because people in the accelerator group will get priority, and you'll get priority, newer opportunities. There is, just to give you a little sneak peek, within the next 7 days, there is going to be another strategy released in the DeFi Banking Accelerator, which is level 2, that you will get first access to, just so you know. So that's a huge advantage because that is it's a DeFi banking tool, very similar to LoomX, but it compounds daily. And literally $100, if you compound it over 5 years, it's like $250,000. It's crazy cool. So again, it's one of those where you're going to set it, forget it. It's going to be part of. They also have a crypto Visa card, which we're going to be able to use that to spend a lot of our money as well. So that's that. I think let's go back here. So Legacy Accelerator. And then again, so the Legacy Accelerator tab will be changed a little bit. We're still going to have our Legacy group, but you'll see it. There's going to be a tab in here after Financial Freedoms. That's going to be the Legacy. This is going to be like Legacy Accelerator group, but there's also going to be a Legacy Accelerator tab because the whole future vision is once you hit that milestone of 20,000, you've now unlocked levels 2, 3, 4, which then we call the Legacy Accelerator, because now when you unlock that, you have the funds to go through the other levels very fast and do it with the people you love. That's the whole goal, is use the community in the beginning. But then once you hit that milestone, now you're going to keep growing there. But now you have that milestone where now you can pay it forward and do business with the people you love and spend the rest of your life with them, hopefully as well. So with that, that's what I wanted to share today. There will be a PowerPoint here really soon. We're just doing a lot of stuff as fast as we can, just to continue to make this easier. The checklist will change a little bit. But what I want to do each week with each one of you as well is I want to go through. I don't have it on me right now, but I want to document this each week with you so we share stories and share wins with everybody. So what I want everybody to do right now, and you may be at 0 right now, and that's okay too. But I want this to be a goal, is that we're going to help each other. We want to cheer each other on, but I want everybody to go to their Token Pocket wallet right now. And in your Token Pocket wallet, click on Discover, and then click on LoomX. When you get in there, and if you need help, unmute, and I'll send you through. Go to Community Management, and that Community Management, that little V rank qualifier. That's our goal here with the Accelerator Group. This is what we're going to try to teach everybody. That little V rank qualifier. Like right now, in mine says 43%, 8.628 of 20K. So whatever yours is, I want you to put it and don't, even if it's 0, it's okay, everyone. We're just sharing it with people so then I can write it down. But I want you to put in the chat where you're at right now. V rank qualify. Out of that 20,000, is it at 0? Whatever that number is, because we're going to cheer each other on. Our goal is, how do we help each other with these messaging to get to 20,000 as fast as possible? Because once you hit that milestone, life changes. So with that, if you guys could put in the chat, if I didn't put you to sleep, what yours is, so then I can write that down out of the 20,000. And if you can't find it, unmute. All right, Richard, you did yours. Thank you. Let me pull that up. Oh, come on, chat. So, all right. So Richard, so we'll share his. Richard right now is perfect. So Richard is 200 out of 20K. So if we're doing this weekly, everyone, every week, I believe we'll move closer to that goal. And the cool thing is, what I love about this is there's no auto ship here. There's, so it shouldn't go backwards typically. The only way it would go backwards if somebody turned off their auto. And that, you guys just made me think of something. For those that are on the call, I know Richard's done this. If you have not done this yet, John and Libretta, turn off. We're changing because we figured out a better strategy. So when you go into your contract, next week I'll share this on the screen, but when you go into your contract, click on order record, and then on your contract, turn off the bottom button. So you want the auto reinvest on. You want that to stay on, but payout profit, the second button, turn it off. And this is why. What we're noticing is that when you have it on, for example, Richard's under me, even though it increases, it's not increasing the community volume. So we feel it's a better strategy to turn that off, let it go into your wallet, so that dollar's going in there along with the community profits in time. You're going to get to hundreds faster, and then you buy those $100 contracts. That's going to help the community grow faster by using that combination. So turn off that bottom button. We're going to be doing a training on that this week, because when you buy a contract, when you first buy a contract, those buttons don't show up until the first trade happens. So you got to wait a couple hours. But once that happens, you want everybody on your team to turn that bottom button off, because it's better to have that money go into your wallet. Plus they see it. It's more exciting, in my opinion. They see it hitting there every day. They're more apt to put in more money. Secondly, that combined with the community, it's just going to get you to hundreds faster, which gets you that goal. So those are the stories we're going to have real soon, where, hey, I started on January 14th. I started working with the strategy on February 16th. And oh my gosh, look at this. By the end of May, I hit the 20K. And look, now I got 1,500. It's covering my auto ship. It's covering my telephone bill. It's covering my car payment, whatever that story might be. Now it's going to be very easy for you to do. Now we'll do a quick little testimonial. And now you just start sharing that with people. Hey, here's how I paid for that. So, okay, great. Now we'll go down here. John Steenson's at 200. Thanks, John. So John's at 200. And get this off. Great. Good job, John. And then Libretta, have you found yours yet? What number are you at? If you're at 0, it's okay too. This isn't something, who cares? I don't want anybody to care at this point, because we're just trying to find out what your goal is so we can help you get there. If you can't find it, unmute. I hope I didn't put you to sleep, Libretta. Libretta, can you hear me? You can unmute. Otherwise, email that to me. But if you come on the calls in the future, be prepared. That's what I want to talk with each week, is just say, okay, hey, great, Richard was at 200. Hopefully next week, next Monday, he's higher than that. If not, it's okay. But that we want to set goals. So it's like, okay, hey, that 20,000, I want to get there as fast as I can. By sending out these messages that we've put together, I believe that we can all get there faster. And then once we do that together, now we have stories, and then we just have people follow that same roadmap. It's not difficult. Also, starting next week too, each week I want people to share their success stories, because I think, hey, Richard may have a completely different story than me. Libretta may have a completely different story. I want you to come on here because, with what's working. And then even, hey, if you have objections, things like that, feel free to share those. That's what because we're here to, eliminate those, because I feel like it's such a low risk potential, extremely high reward, that most people will spend $100 here. So with that, I'm going to open it up to questions before I click end. So if any of my 3 accelerators today, because I think we have 2, 4, 6. I got 7 people in the accelerator group so far that have filled it out. So that's good. It's a good start. but it's also new. I think a lot of people don't extremely know about it quite yet. John, Libretta, or Richard, do any of you three have any questions at all?
Hey Dan, it's Richard.
Hey, Richard.
Great. This is pretty exciting. You were just mentioning something about I don't know, it seems like some some information that we can share with people, different scenarios. Is that I'm sorry, I'm not thinking clearly right now.
Nope. Yeah,
You
just with the email that I shared with the different messages. So, for example, that message is a broad message, but if Richard, if you said, "Hey, I'm going to focus," I'm going to use Phil's example. Phil's a friend of mine who has a bunch of people on Zinzino, got a team of 100 under him. So his focus this week is he's going to go after all those Zinzino with a membership message. So it's not going to be the strategy link. It's going to be the one that opens right up to the membership one. And he's going to use a little message. Hey, here's a community that I'm using to pay for my monthly smart ship, auto ship, whatever you want to call it. That one's customized for him. The gym owner, for example, I'm working with him. I'm going to customize for him to send that out to all his fitness people that are on the membership, which is like 80 of them. And he's going to send that one out. So what I meant by is like you customize it to the person that you're sending it to.
got it. Got it. Okay. I just didn't know if I had missed something. I'm going back and forth between the iPad in the other room trying to listen to Bill's stuff and
Yep.
and be here. So thank you.
Yeah. All good.
So when they respond after that initial email, says John, what do you to give them an overview rather than you trying to explain it all? Is there a video that we should present to them, or something? What's the next step? So
Yeah.
that, hey,
Yeah. Well, on the here, let me share. I'll share the message to you too. Let's go back there. So check this out and tell. I mean, you however you want to end the message too. Curious which one would fit to you. Take a look and tell me what strategy you'd start with. I mean, I usually like use that type of one. Hey, like I've been using, hey, take a look, quick look, and let me know if $100 makes sense for you. That's it. Now when they respond back, hey, yeah, this looked pretty cool, or hey, now what? Then I would say, hey, go click on Legacy Lifestyle and go to Starting Point and read through it and tell me what makes sense. Because another thing that's really cool, I'll show you this too. Sorry, I'm gonna go back and forth here. Another thing that we added is now they kind of pick. So when they go to fill this out potentially and say, hey, I want to get started. And yes, we will have videos here this week. I just got to wait. AI will make some short little videos that'll maybe explain it. And then we're going to have one that explains each category. Those are coming. I just don't know when they'll be done. I'm hoping to have the general one. But when you go to block reservation now, where they want to go and start, what's really cool is now when they click this to reserve their spot, it actually asks them at the bottom, select your starting participation level. So now
Yours
we know
not
that.
sharing, Dan, just so you know.
What's that?
Your screen is not sharing for us right now, just so you know.
Huh. What are you seeing on the screen?
Just it's black and it says Dan Bauman has started screen sharing.
Oh,
but it's not sharing.
all right.
It's lagging behind. It's slow.
All right. Tell me when you can see it, if you can. It's not showing anything yet.
No.
All right.
No.
Well, if you go, I'll just explain it then. If you go to the Legacy Lifestyle.ai and click on block reservation, when you click on the request your Lumex spot now, whenever you crest on that, there actually is a button now at the bottom that says select your starting participation level. So even though you might assume somebody started at 100, they might come through and start at 1,000. So when they fill that out, now we're also going to know if they want to start at a higher level. So the other thing is if they need to see, because typically I've been getting people, I will send people and say, hey, go to Starting Point. And then if they need to see videos, I just click on the Lumex, how it works, and say, hey, here's more about the first strategy. watch the videos and let me know if $100 makes sense. So I send them the Lumex How It Works and Setup Guide, which is on the block reservation tab.
So you're basically walking through the website and
Yes.
just where just
Yep.
fly.
Yep.
All right, gotcha.
And then if they're the type of people that need to get on a call, I'd invite them to the Friday call. And the reason for that is that Friday is the drawing too. So that gets, there's so many people that still haven't registered for that thing, which is, comical to me because I'm just like, it's free. You can win $100. And as I increase, as the community gets bigger and I get higher levels, those drawings are going up. Like they're going to be bigger. And so my vision is okay. I mean, dead serious. When I hit V3, I'm going to weigh $1,000 a week. Well, that'll attract a lot of people because it'll be like, oh, I got it. People just like to win. So that's an easy one where I'd say, hey, even if you want to get started and you don't have $100, go sign up. You might win because all you got to do is register with Bankus and put in a screenshot in Velocity Bank. Because that's another thing. I got to write a note. That's going to be taken away. You're not going to have to do Velocity Bank anymore. It's just going to be Bankus here pretty soon, which will make it easy for somebody to register for free. So, but that would be really the next starting point is to just get that initial information. Then if they're interested in more, then I say, hey, go to starting point and let me know, how you might want to get started. And then like, hey, I don't understand it. Okay, go to the reservation tab and watch, the very first one, how it works. And then if they need to see a video, send them to Fridays.
Gotcha. Good. All right.
Because a lot of it is whatever strategy they think like, hey, I'd love to pay. Hey, the whole tab, and that's that's what I'm going to be sharing a lot in my opinion is that tab has that illustrative thing that shows up and shows them how to turn that $100 into potentially $2,000. And I think that tab alone could, get a lot of people interested. Where I have a guy like he's a sports coach, he's a kicking coach. He, he's going to come on board, but he's like, hey, what videos should I watch? So I sent him the Lumex and I said, hey, this is the first one you're joining. I only want you to focus on this. Just watch those videos. I always say too, John, is I say, watch the expert overview because the expert overview is the one that those guys did with me and with our community. So I always say that's the first one they should watch. Polar Tensor is the same way. Watch the expert overview. So, because they see, the 10 by 10 strategy inside there. But that's what I would recommend. And my goal is, hey, if you guys think there's other things that would be helpful, please share them and we'll add them because AI is pretty cool and we'll continue to, add more short videos to make it easier for people to understand.
Excellent. I got to roll, but hey, Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, John.
Everything.
Thanks for joining. Yep, good stuff. All right, Libretta or Richard, any other questions for you? Awesome. Well, I'll get the recording out to those that were in the group. And you'll get the messages out as well. We'll have our separate little email list coming here soon. But in the meantime, let's go grow everybody's, let's get close to that 20,000 here over the next week. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, Daniel.
Thanks, guys.